Today, guys, on Beer Geek Nation, the one, the only 2013's batch of Bell's Hopslam, a 10% alcohol by volume double IPA brewed with honey. This bottle was packaged on January 3rd, 2013, so it's about 17 days old. One of my favorite double IPAs. It's an IPA, double IPA. I said I was going to review every year. It's one of the highest ranked IPAs on Beer Advocate and Rate Beer and all those sites. It's highly sought after, extremely hard to get a hold of. So let me get into a glass so you guys know how it smells, tastes, and give you the final verdict on Bell's Hopslam. All right, guys, so the aroma on the Hopslam. Yeah, tangerine, orange juice, grapefruit, big tropical sweet notes, mango, pineapple, big ripe juicy pineapple, a little bit of that honey sweetness, a nice kind of sweet bready maltiness in there, a little bit of booziness. A little bit of dankness in there. Yeah, it's just a very, very intense smelling double IPA. All right, guys, so the taste on the Bell's Hopslam. Cheers. Well, not sure what's going on. Right at the front of the tongue, a lot of bitterness, a little bit of pineapple, a little bit of peach. Middle of the mouth, something really weird's kind of happening with this. There's this extreme bitterness without a whole lot of hop flavor to it. You get that, you get a little bit of a sweetness, a little bit of that tropical floral kind of hoppiness you get in the aroma, tangerine, a little bit of pineapple in there. But there's this underlying dry bitterness that doesn't have any sweetness or anything to it. Super dry aftertaste. More on the aftertaste is more of that kind of strange bitterness. There's a weird Pilsner malt kind of taste in the aftertaste I don't remember in previous years. I'm not getting a lot of that honey sweetness like I remember in a lot of the previous years. This is a very bitter dry beer with a very light tropical kind of sweet hoppiness. Very different from years past, and I'm a big fan of Hopslam. This is one of those beers I could pick out in a million, and this isn't the Hopslam I remember. I don't know if it's the batch or what, but it's just not where I remember Hopslam being. All right, guys, so the final verdict on the Hopslam 2013. Again, this was batch that was brewed or bottled on 1/3/13. I'm a little torn here, I'm not gonna lie. This isn't the Hopslam I remember. I don't know if this year's batch is better on draft. I don't know if this particular batch had issues with it. I know there is a newer batch out that's bottled on 1/10/13, so maybe that batch is different. I haven't had it on draft this year. Let me put that out there. I probably will get to. But as it stands right now, this batch bottled on 1/3/13 is gonna get a B+ for me. And if it's a B+ for Hopslam, it might as well be a D. I'm very disappointed. This isn't the beer I know, love, or remember at all. That big hop sweetness is definitely in the aroma, but the taste just absolutely falls apart. There's this weird underlying bitterness, this weird kind of wet, malty, like kind of Pilsner malt flavor that's kind of clashing with it, a little bit of booziness to it. Just not where I can be, just not where Hopslam usually is. So I don't know what to say about this. Definitely, if you guys have had the newer bottles, let me know below down in the comments if it's wrong, if it's gotten any better, or you guys who've had this particular batch, am I spot on, or is there something wrong with this, or am I completely off on this? So let me know. Very curious to find out what's going on, to be honest with you. So with that said, getting a B+ for me, and I hate to say that because I really love this beer, and it's usually an A+ beer. So remember, folks, life's too short. Drink amazing beers. Cheers.